Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. And this is like, is it Christmas?
Almost. It feels like it. You know what? I was at the airport yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And we were coming back from Whitefish, which is a long flight in the winter.
Uh-huh.
And I was going through all of my, what I need to buy for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I realized that our window is not as big as we thought it was.
Trey.
Because of where, the weekend falls.
Yes.
It's I have, about a day and a half.
Who do you have left to buy for?
Not me. I'm not the problem.
Who is?
I Christmas shop early.
Who is?
It's
Zach.
I don't know if he's gonna like me saying this.
It's okay.
It's his list.
It's
that
Zach's list?
Zach's list of people that I have to get through. I'm
I did Travis's
who have you
list.
not bought for?
I did Travis's list yesterday. And he needed his the president of his company, the CFO of his company, and his assistant, who is my cousin. So you better believe I was got his, the other two people something.
Mm-hmm.
Then I called my cousin. I said, what do you need?
See, I could handle Travis's list in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I can buy expensive things.
Yeah.
Zach's budget's very different.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's buy this person something they would like. And I'm like, what would they like? I like a
that's
list.
hard. Yeah.
Give me a list.
Yes.
But when I have to pull out of my ass what this person that I don't even know wants, it's a little difficult.
Are they boys?
Yes. And that's the worst.
Okay, what is
the absolute
that's so
worst.
hard. Is it I feel like it's hard when the budget's 100 or under too.
You know,
that's
and
the
Zach told
hardest.
me not to talk shit about him on this podcast, and here I am. But we're already there. So
It's okay. I do it to Travis. It's part of being married. It's so hard. No, it is. I'll help you.
And I'm just what do you buy for someone that's under $100? And I think the problem is I'm going to buy them something that I would want.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that I want under $100.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't even know if you can buy cologne for under 100.
Nope.
I'm trying to think. For business people, I forget what it's called, but Travis bought, I think it's called a tile maybe or something, but Travis bought this for all of his managers, for people looking at kids. This is coming out probably Christmas Day. You're last minute needing something.
This comes out this week.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't even know. Wait, so how many days will they have? Because you possibly could go get this.
Still 1.5.
Oh, 1.5 days?
Yeah. You can buy
you're
these
welcome.
at Target. You can buy these at Best Buy.
You're welcome. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, a tile. It tracks your stuff.
No. It's not a tile. No. And maybe it's called something else. I forget what it's called, but just Google it.
So it's not a
and figure-
tile.
I don't think it's a tile. I thought it was called something like that. But anyways, what it is you put it on the back of your phone. And then whenever you're in meetings, instead of having to take notes or or just do a recording, you click a button and then it transcribes everything everybody's saying and takes notes and everything.
Oh, you need to figure out what that is and post on your story. That sounds very useful.
So cool. I'll message Travis's assistant and ask her, but really cool. He bought them for all of the leaders of his company whenever we went to Montana. And I don't know. I think it's really cool, especially for people who are in business. Heck, if I was in school, I'd be screw taking notes. I'm just going to put my phone out here. But yeah, really, really, really cool. I did a job with Target and MetaQuest, and my kids loved their stuff. So Cruz actually wanted the MetaQuest sunglasses, which are really cool. Have you seen? Have you ever
No, we were
so
talking
cool.
about these. So if you're not sure what these are, they're Ray-Bans, but they have cameras on them, and they're connected to Facebook or something.
Yeah,
or
you can do
Instagram.
Facebook Live, Instagram Live. You can take a picture by just saying Meta, take a picture, and it'll just take a picture of whatever. You can take videos, which I want to try when I'm skiing. You can also ask it questions. So it has that AI where you're Meta, what's the temperature tomorrow? And it'll tell you. And then you say, what do I wear? It answers that. You can listen to music. I was listening to Mariah Carey Christmas music.
They're really cool. And they're
cool.
How much are they?
I mean, I want to say they were $289 or something. They go
They
up.
weren't crazy.
They're I mean, honestly, for what they are, they're so cool. So Cruz wanted a pair of those, and I was like, perfect, I will buy those. And also the case is the charger. So you click them in and they start charging. Of course, you have to charge the case, but the case I think has 4 or 5 charges for the. So cool. And then Chance wanted the new MetaQuest VR headset.
Yeah.
And
Zach has one of those. I don't know why he has that, but he has that.
So I bought Chance one of those. It's being shipped to Montana this year. Since we're going to be in Montana, pretty much everything. Our poor art gallery probably hates us because everything is just being shipped to the art gallery. Because I just don't know if it'll go to our house or if somebody will be there, and it's just So I'm sure they're like, I hate the Holmans.
You know what? I had a conversation with a friend a while ago, and it was not a fun conversation, and they showed up wearing those glasses, and I was like, take those off.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like,
yeah.
what? I was like, take them off.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's not. And I was like, wrong. No.
Okay, so to make you feel better about life.
There's a light. And
Yes.
that's what they're, and I was like, I don't care. Take the camera off.
There's
It's
a
weird.
light, and so you kind of know people are taking a picture, but also the video, you can only do 60 seconds at a time. So then, and you can see because there's a light. But yeah, I also wouldn't want somebody, but I was like, you know what? If this was alive when I was a student, just kidding, I would not cheat. Be like, take a
Live.
picture.
Yeah. Doing your test.
Meta, take a picture. Get on Facebook Live, and I'll have the whole world help me on this. Yeah. The other day, Cruz was studying for his math final, his midterm. He's in 7th grade, and he came in to ask me a question. I looked down. I said, "Babe, you've already surpassed your mama's mathematical abilities. 7th grade. Go call your Aunt Tiffany. I do not know." Oh, my Lord, yeah.
I love that.
No, I have all of my holiday shopping done. I'm not joking when I
am
say
so
all
proud
of
of you.
it. Travis, there's these like little yetis at our yetis as in
Like little statues of
little they're
furry
like
men.
they're like little Bigfoots, but they're art sculptures. I think they're one of my favorite things at our art gallery. So Travis has been eyeing these for like a year, and finally I was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And he was like, "Honestly, I want one of those guys. So I'm gonna go buy that when we get in town."
That is so funny because I just got back from Whitefish and I saw those and I said, what the hell?
Oh yeah, they're so cute. They're like, I think they're some of the best things. They're so cute. So no, they're like, it's a legit like art, like very famous artist does them, and it's all anyways so cool. But I feel like you're more of that guy, that sparkly head that they have, the little
Yes. And you know what? I think someone bought it.
They did. Somebody bought
I
it.
said,
Like
who? And how much was it?
Somebody bought it. I think it was like somebody who owns like a big Vegas casino.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was really expensive.
It's so cool though, right?
Really.
It's really cool. It's so cool. But
it is so eclectic.
it's very cool. But it looks like something like you have to have like a but it's so cool.
It's like a rhinestone demon baby.
No, it's a
Yes, it has horns on it.
it is a Buddha, honey. It's
Is
a
it?
Buddha, yes. It's a rhinestone Buddha. It's really cool though. It's cool.
Oh.
But you
But
have
it's
to
cool.
like
It's
have
cool.
a very specific area, and I think you have to be able to turn it because it's like
It needs to be in a
whole
glass
thing
box
is-
where no one can touch it.
Where it's really really cool. But yeah, somebody came in and bought it. It's like, and it's such a conversation piece. We'll
It
probably
sure
bring
is.
another one in because it's so cool. But yeah, so Travis wanted a Yeti, the little Yeti guy. So we're gonna do that because we want him like in our bar because that's also a very cool conversation piece. And what else? Yeah, and then my dad. Did you get your dad's gift?
Yeah, but he gives me a list, and that's easy.
Yeah. So I was like, Dad,
I love a list.
what do you need? Because my dad always needs something. He doesn't ever buy stuff for himself, right? And this year he was like, well, you know what I really need? And I was like, what? Excited. And he said, I really need a 4-ton, not joking, a 4-ton jack. Like where you can jack a car. And I'm like, how often do you have bad tires? He was like, I always have to borrow other people's when I need it. And I'm like, what in the world?
How often do you need it?
I don't know. I mean, enough where he wants his own.
Oh.
So anyway, so I get on Amazon and I'm like finding it. I'm like, Dad, is this what you want? And he's like, how heavy is it? And I'm like, I don't know, but they said that you can lift it. This thing was so freaking heavy. Amazon came, did not even take it all the way to the door because I'm sure the guy was like, this is not worth it. Like I quit. But I accidentally, and then my mom wanted, those little stadium seats I have that are heating and massaging? My mom tried mine at Chance's game and then was like, I want one of these. So she's easy. I was like, perfect. I got the stadium seat for you. That came in, but I accidentally ordered it twice.
Oh.
So I have
Giveaway.
2 stadium seats and I have 2. No, I'm returning. That thing was like $300 at like Jack. So I'm like returning it. So I have to deal with that.
You bought
during
2
this
of the
week.
Jacks?
On accident. I
So you
didn't
have to take that thing to Whole Foods
No,
and
so
return it?
they come for $6. They will come and take it back. I'm like, it's well worth the money.
That is funny.
They will come and retrieve it. But the other thing I need to take probably to Whole Foods. Yeah.
No, it's dad gifts are the hardest because if you look up like good dad gifts, it's always the same stuff. It's like shaving cream, a robe,
Wallets.
socks, like slippers, like a hammer. Like what?
A hammer?
I don't know. If you look on like Nordstrom's, like things to buy your dad, it's all this dumb stuff. And I don't like to buy stuff for people that they like won't actually use.
Yeah.
Like I hate getting stuff that I don't want.
Yeah.
Like, because then I'm like, what do I do with this now? So you know what? Actually, I just got back from Montana, and there is a cologne on Travis's counter.
Fucking fabulous?
No.
Oh, which one
Tom
is it?
Ford, and it's Azure Lime.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
So good.
Yeah.
I am real picky on fragrances. Like, I don't like them that often. And this one was, I said,
yeah.
I said, Zach, this.
Yeah. Tom Ford, the cologne's expensive, but it's so good. That's what I bought.
It's good.
That's what I bought Travis's assistant for Christmas. Not that one, but I bought her Tom Ford perfume. And I went a little over what he wanted me to spend, but I said, listen, she's my family.
Is what it is. Amen.
Yeah.
So I just got back. I was in Montana for 10 days. And I thought, at first, I was like, that's not very long. And then I got there and I was like, this is kind of a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, one thing about the Holmans is y'all have taught me generosity. Because y'all are very generous givers, and there aren't strings attached to your generosity, which is what I so appreciate about you guys. And I've learned, and I realize that is one thing that I've really taken away from you and Travis is the way that you are generous givers in everything. Like we were there and we were like cooking something one night. Someone was like, ooh, they haven't used this pan yet. Let's not use it. And I was like,
oh no.
I promise they won't care if you use their pan. But like y'all are just so... You don't hold possessions tight. You hold moments and memories tight.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that so much. And we had so much fun on these 10 days. The ski lift wasn't even open half the time. And I was like, sorry about that. But let me tell you something.
You have to go like, now we're going to do it differently next year. If you do this with your family, go like after, because then everything's open. That's half
but we
fun.
Still had so much fun because it is so different than Dallas.
Yeah.
And yesterday we were leaving and I was like, yay, I can't wait to get home to all that traffic and that flat land. And that bipolar weather, and the tollway. I missed the tollway. Didn't feel that way at all.
Oh no,
but
no, it's so nice there.
It is such a stark contrast. I see why it's your happy place.
Yeah,
like
it's
it
so
really
nice.
is. And let me tell you something. If you think that those people don't know that y'all are in town, you are so wrong. I met multiple people that, especially when I was like skiing, that were like, "Hey, that house up there on the top of the chair." That is owned by a real housewife. And I was like, oh. And I just like went along with it the whole time.
Like,
there were people that said stuff to us and like other people in the group were like, oh, that's our friend that house. I did not. I just listened and observed because I wanted to just take it all in. And there was one person that was like, I don't know what the husband does, but she was on TV and that's how they built that house. And I was like,
yeah, sure.
Uh-huh. And they fully believe, this was actually a ski instructor told me this, so they've talked about this amongst the people at the base lodge, that you built that house.
Off of Bravo?
With your fortune
Bravo
that you made on TV.
Oh, gosh. If that was through my fortune I made on TV, I would have like a little like porta potty there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That would be it.
I did go to Kimosabi, which is new in town, and I built myself a hat.
Yes.
And when I tell you I was probably their worst customer, times 2, because then I took Zach back and I did the exact same thing. I asked how much everything was.
As you should, yes.
And I see where they get you. They get you on the front and they get you on the back because the hats are either $350 or they're like $1,800.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, let's pull out price tags because they're not priced. And I was like, what's under $400? And they showed me Zach's hat was on sale. And I was real thrilled about that.
I loved his hat. It was like an orange.
Yes.
It was great.
It was $225 on sale. They have a few sizes left. My hat was less than $400 and so was Zach's, shockingly. But here's where they get you. Is you're having a great time. Normally they have alcohol. They got in trouble because they didn't have a liquor license. We don't have alcohol now. They'll have it back soon. Hopefully by the time we take the moms. But then you start adding things to your hat. And like, certain things are free. Like the little cards are free. And the ribbons are like $10. Then they have feathers. And I was like, I don't want some rare eagle feather.
Yes.
I want a feather that fell off of a bird that flew over the building yesterday that you picked up off the sidewalk. I want that one that's free. And that's what I got. But then they have these like these other little bands. And there was one this lady pulled out and she was like, look at this. And I was like, oh, it was a snake vertebrae that was encrusted with diamonds. I didn't think they would be real diamonds. They were. It was $3,200.
Oh,
$3,200.
You're like, ma'am, if I'm getting the budget hat, what makes you think I'm going to get the not budget?
What makes you think? Did you think that I just saved all the room in the budget for the snake vertebrae?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was. And they just like very flippantly have just like diamonds laying around on like little racks that just like it was crazy. I had a friend that we went to Aspen and she bought 2 hats. She spent over $4,000 on 2 hats. I was like, how did you do that? Because I spent under $400. And she was like, well, I didn't ask questions. I was like, well, I sure as shit did.
No, I have a hat.
How much was yours?
But mine was like a little over. I think it was like $1,200. I mean, it was
Yours
pricey.
is pretty.
Thank you. It's so pretty. But I need to get like a hat stand.
It was the band.
Like an acrylic hat stand. Because right now I have it upside down, but then the stuff kind of falls down and then you have to. So I need to get like a little acrylic hat stand. I'll do that off of Amazon when I'm there. To hold the hat, to like actually hold the hat up.
Yeah, buy 2 because mine's in your closet still.
I will. I'll buy 2. I'll buy 2 hat stands.
Actually, buy 4 because I feel like we're gonna buy some.
Yes,
with the
we're
moms.
gonna do like so many. I'll buy like 8. That way we just really go to town.
I know. Well, I'm like now. I feel like I'm a full cowboy.
Yes. No,
I have
you're
a tattoo. I have a hat now. I have boots.
You are.
I have some of the Louis Vuitton Western collection.
Yeah, that's where you're not a cowboy. No.
I'm a cowboy.
No. But yeah, it's so fun. If you guys go there, I mean, but you're right. It's really expensive. When I was doing my hat, I was looking, you're right. It's the stuff around the hat. Well, first of all, there's like, they say you can have a rabbit, I think is the hat that's a little bit cheaper. And then the beaver is more expensive. But then they were like, but the beaver can be in the, rain, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, crap, it's Montana. It's always snowing. It's, like, I was just like, for the weather, maybe I'll do this.
I was like, my little rabbit will dry out.
But I mean, honestly, when you look, there's Stetson hats, right? Yeah. Like, I could buy a Stetson hat and just bring it there and be like, but Stetson hats are still probably pretty expensive. I could just bring there and be like, hey, let me just buy the crap that goes around it. But they are cute, and I like that you can you can do it, and then
you can brand them.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can brand them. It's
had
so
a little
cute.
tattoo. You know what? They were so nice there. We had people in our group that were already wearing hats they had brought with them, and they branded them for them, and like for free.
It.
They were very nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know. I'm excited to take the moms. It's gonna be fun.
So nice.
Hopefully they have their liquor license by then. But you know what? That's how they get you. They get you drunk, and then you're like, screw it. Let's get the snake vertebrae.
I remember Travis and I went to Aspen and we were so drunk. And at one point, these people it was Surefoot, like they do the custom-made boots. Yeah, the ski boots. It was Surefoot. At some point, they went across the street and bought a bottle of whiskey for Travis so he could just keep going. And I did not even really ski at the time. Like I was obviously better than you, but not by much. Travis even bought me a pair. He was so drunk. I was like, I'm not going to say no to this gift. Still wear them they're amazing. I still wear them to this day. But yeah, so I know how that is, just drinking and shopping. And it's fun if it's not on, your credit card.
Yeah.
But but those hats, I want to buy a brown one, like a camel colored one. And then I want to buy a black one. So there are 2 other ones that I want to buy.
I know I took Zach after I bought mine, and he knew how much mine was. And I was just like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And I'm going to, I'll figure out how much the price of the hat was, but I was not going to like micromanage all the things he put on it. And I was just like preparing for the worst. And if he's listening to this, he's going to be like, there's room left in my budget. Because I was like, all right, it's going to be somewhere close to $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, Zach has expensive taste. I, shockingly, am the cheap one in the relationship.
No way.
I am. Because I watch every dollar we spend, and Zach, he doesn't spend a lot of money, but when he does, he does.
He likes the nice,
But his was cheaper than mine. But it was, I know, I was shocked. Oh, okay. Are bears gone in Whitefish right now?
I believe ski season opens when they hibernate and
All
ends
bears?
when they come out. I don't know. I'm not a bear expert. I am from Texas and Oklahoma, so I'm not a bear expert. But I believe all bears hibernate. I mean, I know like there are black bears up in the mountain, and that's why you have to be really careful with trash because you don't want them to become like little trash bears because once they start, then it's like they will never stop.
So I know brown bears will kill you. White bears you're screwed.
But we don't have
Black
white
bears,
bears.
you're fine. Black bears, they
Yeah,
just want
they're
food.
just trash bears. Yeah.
So the last time I skied, I was going up and I was determined to do this one particular chair that's right outside Stephanie's house because I was like, when we go back with the moms, I have to be good at this.
Which is a green.
It's a green-black.
There's no such thing.
It is.
There's
it's
no
a green-black.
There's no such thing. But yes.
It's green, but it identifies, well, it's a black that identifies as green. And I was going up, and I'd been doing this, like, easier one, and I was, like, finally getting it again. And honestly, it is kind of like riding a bike. I got it pretty quick, and I thought I was professional until I went down my green-black, and I said, oh, I'm not very professional. And so I was like, I went back to some of the easier courses, and I was doing it, and I was great. I was like, all right, I'm going back to green-black. And I was going up the lift, and I was looking down, and I saw, like, people footprints. And then I saw these really big ones, and I said, we are not doing the green-black.
You're so ridiculous. No bear is going to be on that. Well, they're skiers. Those are people. Those are people.
No,
Those are people.
There's no way this was a person.
Yes.
It was like, it was like the size of a small trash can. Like just went like tromping through the snow. From a house.
Trey, are you sure it's not snowshoes? It's snowshoes.
No,
yes,
there's
it
no
is.
way.
It's snowshoes.
I saw claws.
No,
I don't know.
You're so full of it. No,
I don't think so.
There's no way. So Trey finally, because whenever I talked to him, he was going to go there for 10 days, and I'm like, I love Montana, but don't move there, okay?
No,
they don't.
There was a sticker I almost bought. It said "Whitefish sucks. Tell your friends."
It's amazing. It's amazing. But I love the ski mountain. But if you don't ski, especially if you're like at our home, it's just like you can only drink and sit in the hot tub for so many days before you just are going stir crazy, right? And the town's adorable, but you again can only ski and sit in the hot tub and go to town for so many days before it. So I'm like, Trey, you're gonna come here enough, and Zach's learning how to ski. And honestly, whenever you guys have kids, trust me, you're going to want your kids to learn how to ski, right?
That's my driving force. Because you're like 2-year-olds, and it pisses me off.
It's so cute.
Oh, but they are
they're so good.
Not a care in the world, just like gliding. No poles.
Yeah.
They're just like flying down the mountain. And then there was one day I was skiing, and I was so mad at my dad. I was like, how dare you not put me in ski school when I was 2? Because I would have gotten it. There was one kid that went down the chair closest to your house, and I watched him. It was right as I was about to go. And he just like hunkered down and went straight.
Oh, yeah. No
and
turns.
I was like,
no turns.
I was like, he's going to go straight through a building. And he didn't. He stopped effortlessly. And I was just like, it was terrible.
Okay. So, yeah. And Trey was not effortlessly. I got a video. I was like, whenever he decided to go down that green by my house, I was like, Zach, go before him and take a video. I need to see this whole thing because I knew it was going to be because he did one day of ski school. And if I'm not mistaken, you didn't even finish your day. You did like
I
half.
did.
You
I did finish.
Okay,
I did
good
finish.
job. Because a lot of people don't finish their day, right? I mean,
I finished because if you finish, you get half off your rentals. And
so you were like, I am, for the financial reason. Yes, I didn't. Yes. So, so he did take one day of ski lessons, which I told Trey, and I truly believe this for people who have kids or people that want to learn how to ski and you're going for the first time or whatever, or you haven't quite gotten it. Because I would go like 3 years in a row and I still just did not quite get it. And then finally, I learned that I think it's a 5-day rule is what Travis and I have decided. And this was for our children as well. If you can ski 5 days, do lessons 5 days in a row, and I didn't do privates, I did group. And on about the 3rd day, you're starting to get it. The 4th day, you're like, it's clicking. And the 5th day, you're great. But it takes 5 days to really get it. And I knew when Trey said, I'm going to do 1 day of ski lessons and I'm going to start skiing that green at the back of your house, which is a harder green. Now, I would not say it's remotely a blue or black green, but
it's a very dark green.
It's forest green. But I was like, I knew he would struggle because it's hard to go from the little bunny slope that's like barely going downhill.
Yeah, I was crushing it on the bunny slope.
Of course, because but this one you have to do a lot of turns. But so next time we're here, you have to do like at least 4 days in a row.
I know. I just need to keep doing it. I saw my instructor the next day, and I was like, "What am I doing wrong?" He was like, "You just have to." He's like, "I've taught you everything you need to know. You just have to keep doing it."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get it." But when these little kids were just,
like right now, I would not ski with you. I'm going to be
No,
honest.
I would no. And my poor dad, he was like, "I want to ski with you," and I was like, "Please don't." I was like, "This is kind of like the marathon. Like, leave me to die right here. Like, I'll finish it, but like, go."
Because I think I would stress you out and you would hurt yourself.
Yes.
Because you would try to keep up and there's no way right now.
I do not care about keeping up. I'm like, I will get there when I get there.
Or I would freeze to death waiting
Yes,
on you.
that part.
That would not be fun for either of us. So, but I did see you go down the mountain. I mean, but I think you have to really work on getting your skis parallel because right now you're really pizza pie in more than you need to.
Yes.
You're edging. He was like, my legs hurt so much, and I was like, because you're edging the entire way down, which is it's so hard on your legs. So, but good. I'm super proud of you. But didn't it make it so much more fun?
Oh yes, no, it did.
There's a place in Whitefish that you can go, and Travis and I, every day we ski, we go there, and they have the best nachos, and it's so cheap. It's like $20 for nachos, and it feeds like
A family of 10.
Easy, like 6 people, easy. Like a half order feeds like probably 6 people. Full order, oh my gosh, 20 people. But yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
It is fun. I think, not learning when I was little was just such my detriment.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying about snowboarding, though. Snowboarding's a lot of falling.
Yes.
A lot.
Trey was wanting to do, this is how ridiculous he is. He said, before he went there, he was like, I'm going to do 1 day of ski lessons. And then I'm going to do the next day snowboarding lessons. And I'm like, listen, you got to pick one. You cannot just try to do both. Like first of all, you're not going to get either. I did 1 day of snowboarding lessons for like 4 hours and I fell and I almost gave myself a concussion. I was like, I'm too old for this. You have the worst falls when you first learn how to snowboard.
My instructor said the same thing. He was like, you can learn to ski as an adult. He was like, snowboarding, though, you kind of got to do when you're little.
Yeah, like I would not recommend snowboarding to somebody who's older. I mean, I think like Chance's age, they're young and whatever, but past the age of like 20, honestly 20, I would not do it. I would not do it. Yeah, Chance took some lessons, but he's also just a different kid. Cruz said he wanted to. I was like, no, just stick with skiing. I promise you, babe, you're going to be so happy. But with your kids, you'll be so happy because, like, I think you're right. Like when both my kids learned at 3 years old, and they're so amazing on skis, and it's great because now they're to the point where they can go all over the mountain by themselves. And we have this little Ski Tracks app, and it's super fun. So it's something that you'll want to do when you have kids. Like maybe not right now, but when you have kids, you're not gonna want Zach and your kid to go ski.
No, I know, and
then
that's
you're
my driving force.
Sitting there, the drunk at the top of that mountain.
Mommy loves you.
Yeah,
keep going.
But no, it's so fun. But I'm excited. Travis and we are recording this on a Tuesday, and I leave Thursday evening. And then the poor people that are watching all of our animals, God bless you. But yeah, so I leave Thursday. Travis leaves Thursday morning. But I'm so excited. I can't wait to get there. We have we have people kind of coming in and out a lot. We have some people that are coming before Christmas. It's mostly like his family. And then we have friends coming in after Christmas for New Year's.
Yeah, see, I felt like I was a shuttle service the whole time because some people, booked the 5 a.m. flight because it was cheaper. And I was like, oh, how are you getting there? An Uber? No, they don't have Ubers at 3 a.m.
Oh.
So guess what?
Oh no, I have a person I'll give you next time for them.
Oh.
I'd be like, yeah, this guy has a little van. He's great. But that's the hard part whenever you have people coming in and out and you're nice enough to take them all to the airport. That's why with the Mahjong moms, like everybody, we have a spreadsheet.
Rent cars, ladies.
We have a spreadsheet, and everybody kind of knows we're going to be very organized of when people are coming and going, and Yep. Makes it easy. On that note, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Almost.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Well, yeah, to be. Yes. So thank you guys. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. You can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye.